Hi, it's James Harrison. I'm here to talk about the next daily drumming influences. Again, these are drumming influences that I posted originally in 2012. Every day of the year, I'm going to go back and revisit some of those. And today it is Frank Beard for the band ZZ Top. Everybody knows who ZZ Top is, but if you go back to early ZZ Top, that's where I was probably the most influenced. ZZ Top became really well known during the MTV era because of their look, their beards, and then songs like Sharp Dressed Man and stuff like that. But that's really not the era I'm talking about with ZZ Top. I'm talking about prior to that. I'm talking about Tres Hombres and Fandango and stuff. The shuffles that ZZ Top or that Frank Beard played were super impressive to me, and of course, being in rock bands when I was young, we always learned things like LaGrange and Tush and Cheap Sunglasses and Jesus Just Left Chicago, and I'm drawing a blank on my favorite song of theirs. I'll think of it here in a second, but they had so many great tunes, and Frank Beard's drumming was very unique and kind of different in a lot of ways. And I learned how to do some of the quote unquote rock shuffles by listening to Frank Beard, and he had a blend where oftentimes he would shuffle both hands like a blues shuffle or something, and then shuffle everything but the backbeat on the kick drum. So some of those things were very hard to line up as a youngster anyway, to get that. And then other times he would shuffle more stuff in the kick drum, and then maybe 3 notes in the left hand, and just quarter notes on the hi-hat. You never knew what you were going to get, but it was always really good. And Heard It on the X, by the way. Heard It on the X is the name of that song. Great drum groove there. Anyway, a lot of what he did was just different than what you were expecting, and some of his fills were pretty unique. Some of it I tried to analyze before. I've done a video on some of these you can look up on how to play the intro to LaGrange, or the fills in there, which to me are... it sounds something like a triplet, but it's, and I don't use this in a derogatory way, it's almost like really open flams with a kick drum in between. It's not perfectly even triplets. It's almost like widely spread flams with a kick drum. Blah, 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 instead of perfect triplets. But anyway, I saw ZZ Top. I've seen them two times, maybe 3 times live. Always puts on a great show. And again, the later era of ZZ Top, great albums still. They became, in a way, almost like entertaining, comical in their videos. And they became popular for their look. And the songs were good, but it wasn't the bluesy rock ZZ Top of the past. And also, it seemed like they started getting into a lot of programming and stuff like that. Like the groove on Sleeping Bag is really, really cool, but it's obviously half programmed, and some live drums on top, or at the actual recording may not have any live drums, but it's still cool. So anyway, the drummer for today, and really a huge influence on me when it came to shuffles, Frank Beard from ZZ Top.